broadcasting live from the Boise State Esports Arena. This is our 5th week of the Valorant competition at Esports Tower, and we're looking forward to some exciting gameplay tonight. On the show tonight, we'll be showing you 2 games from the early bracket stage and our first semifinals matchup. Next week, we'll be bringing you the conclusion of our semifinals, followed by the grand final. So be sure to come back here next week and check that one out for sure. As always, I am your host, Artie Nerdy Bird Raid, and joining me is the one and only Riley Nabby Boyd. Riley, how are you today?
I am good. A lot less tired than I was last week. Got that second shot last week, so I was dying. But I'm back and I'm ready to roll.
So last week we saw a lot of, what I love to see, which is just very aggressive non-initiator operator play. Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most this week, seeing at least based off of what we've seen in the past, though?
I'm looking for a little bit more of the same, and I'm looking for, as we continue to go farther into these rumbles, I'm looking forward to seeing our duelists continue to just get better and better and pop off more and more. That's kind of what I'm hoping to see this week. Like you said, last week we saw a little bit of some different strategies, a little bit slower play and stuff. I'm looking forward to this week, maybe just seeing some crazy aggression.
Well, we saw people break the meta more than once, so we'll be looking forward to seeing that again here soon. For this week, the Rumble format has changed, with us opening it up to more teams. New format is uncapped on the teams in a best-of-1 single elimination bracket stage to a best-of-3 grand finals, opening all teams of any skill and rank in this tournament as well. The Landslides won our last Rumble event and competed in the BFC Valorant event last week. The Rumble qualifies as a high school team to compete in the Box Fight Championship Valorant Cup with Valorant pro players and content creators. That's a very exciting opportunity for all the students involved in this, and let's just hope it doesn't create too much pressure for anyone involved. As always, it is a 0-0 game, guys, so always keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of fun, though. I mean, these opportunities are big opportunities for these players, to get these chances to play in these big tournaments and stuff. So kind of getting used to that pressure of kind of getting on the stage, you're playing in big games and stuff. That's kind of fun to be in as a gamer, I think. And I think that just adds to kind of the experience for some of these players as they're getting ready to go and play up at the next level.
Well, some things that they can use to help them get ready to go play at that next level are Doc's keys to the game, and they are presented to you by Esports Tower. Those keys today, our callouts are critical. Watch those corners, call out ability usage, and track enemy econ. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Once again, those are Doc's keys from esportstower.com.
Yeah, I think we saw some really interesting plays last week with kind of how those ability usages were played as things were kind of played slower. And I think that those call-outs were so important last week, and I'll be interested to see kind of how they work this week with, hopefully, like I said, maybe things will get a little bit more aggressive as teams get more comfortable.
Well, we have an exciting bracket stage this week full of a lot of close games with a lot of new faces, so we'll jump right into the gameplay and see how this week's Rumble played out. This is Team Surge against Team Phil. Team 1 on the one and only Icebox. Finally, my dreams have come true, and I get to watch some teams kick some booty on Icebox. I am excited.
Yeah, I know you've been waiting for this for like literally the entire year. You've told me how much you love Icebox. I can't stand Icebox, so I'm glad that you finally get to call one on Icebox.
Yeah, this is going to make me happy. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the sneaky sage walls that I personally have been learning, and also like early lineups for this point on defense I've been working on. So let's see if anyone else is starting to catch on to the things that I do. As a reminder, these teams are playing for a chance to compete in the Box Fight Champs Valorant Cup alongside pro players and some major content creators. So there's a lot riding on this for them. But as always, we got to just cheer them all on and wish them the best. And yes, the initial stage wall to block off that pathway is huge. It's also a pain in the butt to deal with if you're trying to go through it. So nicely done. I'm happy to see that getting taken out.
Yeah, that's love to see that kind of stuff coming through. Icebox does have a lot of those choke points that you can block off with those sage walls. So it's so important to be able to use that well. Interesting, no Sky. We normally see a Sky player coming in on this map, so none of that so far as these opening shots go down. Too huge there from Omen on the side of Phil team.
We did have Zen then take out that Omen, and then also Zen did take out people, and then you and F Warrior make your return, took out V Spicy, and now we are down to a 2-2, but the spike is still in Zed's hands, and they are managing to get that plant right now. So now it's just hold out and make sure you don't go down.
Yeah, they got to know at least one's back yellow, and it looks like there's just the one there, a little bit of an off angle from the other player. Good shots coming through from Zed there, so down to this 2v1, it's going to have to be some right clicks, I think.
Oh, Devour will go down to Rengoku there rather quickly, using that Ghost with the Ghost. That is always one of my favorites to start out with, especially when playing Sage. Now, the other thing that I do on this map, especially when playing Sage, is I like to go to that point A, and on either side, just huck a slow orb. And there's 2 spots I typically do it from, and both times you can actually just completely obliterate any team's ability to rotate quickly, because it lands right when they walk into the center area, and it just destroys their ability to move. And normally, my initiators and some people from the Boise State team that I play with just destroy people.
yeah, that can be nasty, getting those right.
The one stage did the wall that we normally saw, but then the other stage had that slow orb ready to get tossed out over here. So it is a strat that I didn't just make up. Other people do it. That makes me happy. And we do see Maroon manage to take out Devour, so we're already down 1 for Phil team. Let's see if they're able to bring this one back, or if the plant's just going to happen for Surge. Yeah,
a little bit of a force there from Maroon, and we also saw someone else from Surge wanting to try and get an early buy. We don't see usually those big rifles come out so early. It's only round 2, and Maroon's actually going to pay for it going down as well. That's going to be huge for Econ early here, because now Surge team could be in a situation if they find a way to lose this round, and it doesn't look like they will, so they're going to get away with it. But if Surge team would have lost that round with a force buy early, that could have been huge for the Econ to start this game.
I'm not going to lie, I have not seen, at least on this map, the use of the wall right there to ensure a plant like that. Typically, it's used to wall off either the front or the back entrance to ensure no one can flank or just rush onto you from the front ground. Maybe that's something to keep in mind for the future, though.
Yeah, it'll be just kind of the way that people use those walls. Obviously, we haven't been on this map nearly as long as we've been on some of the other maps. So sometimes you'll see new stuff kind of come out as these maps get more and more comfortable. We've had it for a couple months now, so still kind of discovering a couple new strats every once in a while. Be interesting to see how they keep playing it here, as you see kind of this watch over here. Everyone just loving these A pushes.
There's another wall yet again, almost the same spot. We do see Devour take out Maroon again, so Maroon's probably going to be looking for some revenge here in the next round when they come back. We see C9 is going to get, unfortunately, flash right there. Now they just got to take out that wall. We do see Hot Hands get dropped right on them, as well as a slow orb, so they're going to go down to Rengoku, and Quattro will go down to V Spicy.
Yeah, Rengoku was kind of put in a tough spot there. They were trying to get through that wall. They got slow orb and Hot Hands all at the same time, so they were kind of in a feels bad spot. They weren't really going to be able to get out of there, and they did kind of get shot as they went through that wall, and there's that paranoia coming through there, so they have an idea as this rotation comes in that there are some players over on this B site. As you see, Shycard's going to be the only one, or excuse me, Shycard's up in defense, just looking to kind of hold anybody off pushing over, and it's all just on Yasuke trying to wrap over towards this B site.
Unfortunately, Yusuke does have the spike, but with 38 seconds remaining and they've got to go against 3 people, it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to figure this one out, especially because that Killjoy does have that alarm bot out, and they're aware that this is the place where the Astra is looking to rotate towards. It's their only opportunity really is to go to Site B. Either you run and gun and go for an exit frag, or you just run away and try to save. What do you think it's going to be, Riley?
I think you're probably going to have to get away here. Unfortunately, Yasuke, playing Astra doesn't really give you the opportunity to do too much in the way of being super aggressive. You don't have any flashes or blinds or anything like that. So it all has to be stuff that's pre-set up and trying to rotate on attack. Yeah, you see just kind of playing here for...
just stay quiet. Don't get caught.
Yeah, save the econ.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I mean, that's a tough one to be in. Astra doesn't really provide those like huge pop-off abilities that some of our other like duelists have.
We do see that for Surge White, we have Killjoy with their ultimate ready to go. It does not, we also see that Warrior is close to theirs as well. So we're gonna see a couple possibly get popped on this one. I'm expecting that we'll see a B push this time right out the gate as opposed to an A, but it looks like I might already be eating my words.
No, it looks like Surge team's here rotating over to B. This is going to be interesting. This will be that first B push that we've seen, and there's the smoke coming out there from the side of Astra. That's where Yasuke can be so impactful on this map. Using those smokes, you see the Omen smoke as well going to go through. They're just trying to shoot through, and I think that Phil team knows now it's a 5 push, and you're going to see everybody wrap over from A.
Unfortunately, Quattro will immediately eat some lead from Zed right there, so now that's going to bring down Phil team to just 3 members standing right now. That's going to make things a little bit difficult as we do see the wall go up. Zed is going to get that plant off as we see C9 take out Maroon.
C9, that was huge, you know, being able to kind of sit there in the back spawn, or in the back of site, excuse me, kind of having an idea that someone's probably chilling out over on yellow, just kind of knowing where it's at, getting some big shots, because Surge White was really starting to get aggressive and push in. Looked like they were going to dominate that round. Big wrap there from Phil team.
We do see C9's getting that defuse, but Rengoku is also there with the help of Yosuke to take out 2, and then Rengoku will also take out C9. So with that, the attackers will win out this round. Nicely done.
Yeah, they did a good job there at the very end. You saw that poison orb kind of came in on Spike, got that DK going a little bit there, made those last shots really easy for Rengoku to just kind of finish off the round. And Yosuke here, that was a clutch kill there. That was an awkward gunfight, and that was a good win.
Right there.
And it looks like we're going to possibly see another B. It looks like it's going to be an A push. Yes, we're going to see an A push coming out on this one, so it's going to be rather quick again.
And it looks like they must be expecting a little bit of a flank here. You see this is a little bit slower, and they do have that alarm bot set up on the back, just waiting to see if there is a flank. And that was a good opening find from V-Spicy there. Important to get that going. There's actually 2, and you see a little bit of that aggressive nature with that Killjoy coming out as well.
There goes the wall up, so now it's probably, yep, there's V-Spicy getting that plant off. Now it's just a matter of sit and wait. We do see 2 ultimates ready to go for the side of Phil team, while Team Surge has 2 as well. There is an operator disparity, unfortunately, if you are rooting for Phil team 1 right now, so it all comes down to their ability to rotate, get these picks, and stay alive.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a save round there from Phil team, unfortunately, and they were put in a really bad spot there with the fact that they were saving, and then having Surge just kind of run into that site, find a couple of quick ones, and get that Killjoy down. It just really limits where you can push from, and they're going to have everything locked down by that point. Some tough gunfights they were going to have to win.
This is very interesting in comparison to what we saw last week from most teams taking it slow, just trying to really mess with the timings on a lot of things for the other teams, get inside each other's brains. But on this one, it's just like pick a location, go, secure it, get the plant, get a couple kills if we need to, and then just wait until they come to us.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like I was talking about earlier, getting that aggression going a little bit more. I love seeing that, and it makes for some really fun Valorant to watch, and that's what we've gotten so far. Oh! Click on the head, click on the head.
Quadro, that was spicy.
Yeah, just kind of watching down that lane, little jiggle peek going through there, and it was an easy find there in the end for Quattro, just kind of tapping right on the head, but a good res coming through early.
It looks like Rengoku actually used their wall in order to allow for that res to go off, so you know, that's pretty common. We see that happen many times for Sages to use the wall to get the res off, but sometimes I have to ask myself, as a Sage main, was that worth it? As we do see Maroon manage to take out 1, Yusuke will get 1, as will Quattro, leaving us to a 3-4 with Surge up by 1 op right now.
Yeah, and now it's all just kind of this race over towards A. You see that Surge wants to try and get this wrap back into sight. It's interesting that we're not seeing it. Well, now we're seeing it. It was taking a while for Phil team to really get wrapped around. You wonder if the communication just wasn't quite there, that there was a huge push. There's that Astro Wall coming up as well from the side of Surge White to help this rotation and kind of give them a little bit of an advantage as it comes through this rotation. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get this spike down.
Yeah, I won't lie. The Astro Wall and Sky's ult are the 2 most annoying in the game. As we do see Rengoku getting a plant off, we see C9 get the res as well as the kill. Then Rengoku following that one up, and C9 taking out Rengoku and Zed taking out 1 more. So now it is just Sage remaining for the side of Phil team, but they'll even that out, taking out Maroon. So now it's Killjoy versus Sage, but
10 seconds left.
Killjoy is going to be able to get a plant off. Will the Sage be able to come in for Phil team and take out that Killjoy and get the defuse? We'll have to see, because that alarm bot can make it a real big pain to take someone down.
And I think what the advantage is...
Oh, dang! I want to see, what was C9's health right there? Did they have their healing ability online?
I don't think they did, because they were playing it kind of half health there, and that's interesting because they did have the time to wrap back around and angle change actually twice, so that was just a huge win there in the end from the side of Zed there. That was clutch, because I don't think C9 had their regen on yet.
Yikes, that's always painful. Going into this next one, we do see that Phil team has their Phoenix ult, their Omen ult, and their Reyna ult. We do see Viper and Reyna for the side of Surge White having their ultimates as ready to go as well. So we're probably going to see a couple of those get popped this round. If not, definitely the next.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a team like the way Surge is playing. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Empress come on here in the next couple of rounds, just getting really aggressive and flying through a site. You see, this is a little bit more of a mid push here. Kind of an interesting strat. You have to imagine they're going to wrap this towards B here on the side of Surge, and that's a good little opening trades there to kind of make us a 4v3 now. It looks like.
Sage is hurting right now for Phil team. We do see that they have their heal online. They're going to use it on themselves. Astra is hurting for Surge right now. Still 2 ultimates ready to go for Surge. I do not believe we'll have to see them get used right now as we see the plant going off. And with that, it's now the attackers win out.
Yeah, that was a good win there. Seeing that Viper ult kind of come online didn't really do too much in the end there. You got the plant down with not too much of an issue. So kind of an interesting use of the ult there.
Now Phil team has 4 out of 5 ultimates online. The only thing they don't have is that Sage res. Not the biggest deal in the world. For Surge White, they have Empress still online. That is something that can notoriously just, you know, allow you to go ham and cheese through an entire team if you use it properly. We'll have to wait and see, though.
It'll be kind of interesting to see how these teams use their ultimates here. Phil team needs to find a way to respond and counter that aggression from the side of Surge. And already those opening shots coming through there and a little bit of damage onto Spicy, but not enough to find the elim.
We see the slow orb and the hot hands come out, and the run it back was used just then too, right? Yes.
Yeah, so there's that counter to that aggression from the side of Phil Team 1. They had to do it at some point, and they got a little bit aggressive there with a duelist. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Unfortunately, C9 will pick up a rune, and UNF will pick up very Spicy. Devour takes out Zed, leaving us to just 2 players standing for Surge right now, which is quite the turnaround in comparison to what we've seen. It's now just Astra standing against 3 for Phil Team 1. We'll see if Phil Team can pull this one off. I do believe they will. Oh my goodness, and as I say that, we see a double come out. Now 1v1. Okay, Phil Team, please don't make me feel like a caster cursed you. Please.
Yeah, I'll be kind of surprised if Yusuke wins this one here, but this is kind of a tough one to be in because they do have to get that spike down. So if you're the side of Shy, you just kind of have to wait. Just go ahead and play this slow. No need to get too aggressive. Now you know where it's going to go down. You have your ult online, so you can just killjoy them out of the site here and get yourself to a spot where they have to push you. And you see they've actually going to get really good timing. I wouldn't be surprised to see this killjoy go down here shortly so they can go ahead and push Yusuke out of the site because they know where Spike is. There's the tap.
All right, we're going to see that killjoy ult get popped. Come on, killjoy.
No, I don't think that they're going to.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay, nicely done, Shy Card. Beautiful. Now just get that defuse and walk away with your head held high.
Yeah, that was a tough gunfight. No real initiators, no real duelists in that last 1v1, so it was really no abilities. It was just straight up gun skilling right there. Shy was able to just take care of business.
When I was begging for that killjoy to just end the round and not even let the plant go off because I did not want to caster curse anyone, Dr. Haskell walked right behind me and said I cursed it. So thank you, Shy, for proving my director wrong. I appreciate it.
That's funny. This is going to be kind of an interesting push here. It looks like it's an A push. Looks like they're kind of set up that way. You see the bots coming through to kind of stop that flank coming through and back to this aggressive A push that worked so well for Surge.
Unfortunately, that slow orb did come out a little bit too late from the Sage there for that lineup. That timing is always very difficult to pull off, especially when you're trying to calculate whether or not people were super close to the door or waiting a couple of moments. I always try to hedge my bet and say they waited a couple moments. We do see Maroon take out Quattro, so now for Phil Team, they're down to just 4. We see the Astro Wall come out as well. Now Zed and Yasuke will pick up 2 as well, with the Empress getting popped. That's a lot of ults for Phil Team 1, as we do see the plant happening.
Yeah, and just kind of that counter, though, you saw Shy went ahead and popped the killjoy on their side so they can stop the stop a stopping of the plant, excuse me.
Unfortunately, UNF Warrior will use Empress and then get taken out by Yusuke. There is just still Killjoy standing for Phil Team 1. However, 4 members standing for Surge Team White. Nicely done, Shy taking out 1. However, I think it's going to be a run and save.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. You've got quite a bit of firepower there on the other side, on the side of Surge White. So if you're Shy, you just kind of have to wait to see if they push you because the spike is down. Just kind of get away at this point, Shy. You guys are doing your job by winning a couple of rounds on defense, and that's so important on this map. Getting some defensive wins is clutch because this is an offensive-heavy map.
Oh, so that's why everyone hates Icebox.
Yeah, because you can get those lopsided scorelines, and then it's like if you're on defense first, you're like, well, it's like 9-3. It feels almost impossible to come back on. Like in reality, you can because offense is so OP, but it's mentally draining to do.
Well, I love Icebox as a Sage main. I love the lineups you can get. I love the walls. I love the slow orbs. So either way, both teams have a Sage. So in my opinion, they have equal opportunity to come out on top of this one.
And look at the reads here from Shy, investing over on this B site. And it looks like Phil team had kind of a split push there, but Shy was ready for it. Unfortunately, just the whole team wasn't there, and this was an offensive B push.
We have Rengoku taking out Maroon right away from Phil Team 1, taking them down one player yet again. Unfortunately, that will make things a little difficult. They do have their Sages Resurrect online if they can find an opportunity to get... Sorry, I had to take a moment because we do see the Swarm Grenades coming out, and I thought they were in OP spots, but no one did go down very quickly, so that's always good.
See, there's that Sheriff coming out from the side of Quattro. Must be a little bit of a save round for Phil team. Unfortunately, the Econ is going to not look great when you're down 7-2. That's a huge shot, though, to kind of get that Econ back online before they get traded out.
Rengoku has consistently just been clicking heads for the side of Surge White. We've seen them in the past do this on Sage, and they're just continuing to do it over and over again. As we see the defender Killjoy out right now with 8 seconds remaining. We'll see if anyone gets detained. Maroon did take out C9. There's still the Resurrect online for Surge White right now, as well as their Empress. I do not foresee those getting used, however.
Yeah, Maroons just kind of sit back here, back yellow. They know where that spike's planted. They know that they've got the op advantage now at this point. No reason to do anything crazy as you see Devour just kind of running away over on the stay site, although they are going to get hunted down.
Oh, no, yeah, we can see the body outlines, but they can't. Oh!
10 seconds left.
Oh, the plant's going to be right in front of them. You got a choice to make, my friend, and the choice, unfortunately, was made for you.
Right there.
Yeah, that's not one. I have to imagine that they weren't expecting this to actually wrap back to A at that point. Because it's like, just plant it at B.
The anticipation was probably the B push and the B plant, not B. Let's clear everything and then go to A when there's one person standing.
Yeah, it's like, why wrap?
Poor Phoenix.
That's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. Although you did have a classic, so you didn't lose anything.
True. Our heart goes out to you, though.
Yeah. So 8-2 now at this point, you know, starting to get a little bit lopsided here, but that is just how offense can go. It'll be interesting to see if Phil team can steal 1 or 2 more defensive rounds here in this last half.
We see the Lear come out right there. There is no... Oh, the Ice Wall came up a little bit late. They're waiting to see if anyone was deciding to come up that tunnel. Good discipline on the ability usage. We see Very Spicy and Maroon take one out each. Shy Shark will take out Yusuke, and V Spicy will take out Shy Card, and then Quattro taking out V Spicy.
Yeah, Maroon's just kind of sitting back here. That's such a good spot there in back spawn. Just clicking on heads back there. It's a 2v1. No need to do anything crazy. I think what we're going to see here is a nice finish to this round. Oh, is Devour going to have a flank?
Devour might, but it's Devour standing when it's just, oh, this is like a repeat of the last one.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. It's kind of this wrap over to this B side. They know the wall is going to be down, so how are they going to counter this? It'll be interesting. Devour, if you're going to go, you got to go now.
Yep.
You got to go now.
This is it. Just get out or go. All right, get out. We're calling it for you. Get out.
Yeah, at that point, you just run. Let that spike go off, and unfortunately, that's going to take out both surges.
I was about to say, I think they're too close to survive that one.
Last round
they did both go down.
Can someone get this?
Both your surge, I mean, last round for the half, obviously. You've got quite a bit of cred. You should be able to buy. I anticipate seeing Empress get popped here, which should be fun. So a little bit of aggression coming out from the side of Surge White, I bet you, to get this to a 10-2.
I'm going to feel very bad if I see the Killjoy get that plant off, followed by Viper using the Venom Cloud ultimate, because that's just okay, what do we do with this now? And I do believe that Killjoy, if they get that plant, will be a plant and a kill will have enough to have another Killjoy ult, so they can just use it and prevent anybody from getting near that spike.
Yeah, I think so. And there's the Empress getting popped early, kind of like we talked about, getting super aggressive. This is already an aggressive start from Surge White, just trying to get into sight. That's a good leer from the side of Surge White as well.
Yusuke is going to pick up 3. Devourer will take out Maroon. Devourer is just you standing once again. We see Zed getting that plant. And Yusuke getting 4. And there's the abilities just getting used, because why not?
That was a nice 4 from Yusuke there, and that Empress getting popped did kind of push Surge back a little bit. Excuse me, they pushed Philteam back a little bit. So that was kind of a tough spot to be in at that point. You know, you have to kind of back up. You know that Empress is going to be online, and they're going to be getting aggressive. You don't want to try and go head-to-head. It backed them up, and they just did a great job of countering that. Surge White just countered it perfectly.
I'm going up. That'll work. Let's see now.
Yusuke here just kind of in the astral plane, getting things set up before this first round. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to use these abilities early. This first pistol is going to be so important. If you're Philteam1, you have to win this first pistol. You have to win this first pistol. You don't want to go down 11-2.
And the Venom Wall and the Leer both getting used very quickly here in the beginning. Trying to see if anyone's going to rotate up into that high area. We see C9 getting that plant almost instantly. That was very quick. Rengoku's going to pick up one, as will Zed. Warrior finds Zed, and Yusuke will find Devour.
Last player.
Oh, the timings.
Oh no, that's always painful. It's a hard decision to make between which ability to use after getting a kill when you're playing the Reyna.
Yeah, that was unfortunate timing there, and that's a big round there for the side of Surge. That's momentum staying on their side. That's huge, I think, in this match. That might just put it to bed. I don't want to hear. I'm knocking on wood because I could be wrong, but I think that might put it to bed.
If you want, if you're in the chat right now,
roast me.
You can roast Riley or me, because I've been begging for Icebox for weeks. And you can say you did this to make me happy, and it did not work out in your favor. I will take the blame. I understand.
Yeah, this is tough. Surge White have just played really well this map. I think Philteam have done a lot of really good stuff. They've made a lot of good reads. Surge have just been really good and winning every single gunfight.
Viper is an insane pick. They have powerful lineups for this map in particular. They were used consistently by this team throughout the course of the bracket round for this tournament, according to the information sources that I have been given. So possibly that Viper might have been the quintessential pick, as we see Maroon take out 2 back-to-back. Philteam still has the spike in their possession, but going into all 5 members of Surge standing is going to be rather difficult, as we see Sage go down rather drastically in health.
Yeah, we do see an Odin getting pulled. Love it, love it, love it. That's kind of, it's almost turned into like a running joke.
Now everyone go Odin.
It's almost like a running joke in these rumbles because it's so cool. Oh, what a great swarm from Zed.
Sorry, strike hard.
That's tough. Those 1v4s, you're just like, well,
what do I do?
I'm just kind of out here vibing, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Especially when they basically knew that you had to be close to where Sage was for that plant. There is no way, no getting away from that one. So, way to go down with honor, I guess.
Yes, exactly. I've been really impressed with Yusuke this game. The way that they've been able to use the astral plane and get their abilities off and place them so well. I think I hope I didn't sound negative when I was talking about them earlier in this one, because they have been really good.
We see Quattro take out Rengoku. Yeah, I don't think you sounded negative, but that's just my opinion on that.
Fair enough, fair enough. Just cover the bases, you know. Oh, nice flank Maroon. Just getting
One
that
enemy
overheal off as well. That's a great play.
V Spicy taking out Devour once again. That's got to be painful. Killjoy is the last one. I feel like it's Killjoy or it's Devour. Shycard or Devour, the last two standing consistently. That's always a painful experience to be in. And the winners of our first round will be Esports Tower Team Surge. Nicely done, all of you fantastic players.
That was pretty impressive from Surge. Phil team, unfortunately, Surge just was on one. I think that we've seen a lot of you on Phil team play in these rumbles before, and we know that you're nasty when you want to go. I just think Surge was just kind of like, they were on it today.
They ate a proper balanced breakfast. Well, you know, Riley, going at it alone can only get you so far. Ultimately, if you want to increase your chances of success, you need to level up your teaming skills like you just saw in that last game by many of our Esports Tower players, especially that Astra. You can see how talented they are. Esports Tower really takes the time to create teams of well-matched teammates. I'd like to also give a shout out to the coaches, and if you're watching this and haven't checked out the Esports Tower Club, you definitely should. It's the fast track to rank up.
Yeah, there was a lot of really good play in that first match. That was exactly what I was hoping to see. Nice, aggressive Valorant, a little different from last week, so I'm excited to see what these next matches bring.
Well, you'll have to just wait a little bit because that's going to be it for our first game. Of course, we do have more to bring you this evening. However, we'll be taking a short break, so make sure you go to the bathroom, grab some water, pet your dog, pet your cat, tell your family you love them, and then come back and join us here for our next match here in the Esports Tower Valorant.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Esports Tower Valorant Rumble. The Rumble's format has changed with us opening it up to more teams, and now the new format is uncapped on teams in a best-of-1 single elimination bracket stage, leading to a best-of-3 grand final stage. Also, so during during the break, we learned some information, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm
so,
pretty excited about this.
There's a new operator that just got leaked in Valorant named KO. That is an initiator with an EMP ability. This was leaked on Twitter, and we have some screen caps that we'll be showing on screen to discuss this. Oh my goodness, look at this!
That is sick. That's the first time we've seen this. That is sick.
It looks like, I don't know, like a T3 crossed with a Geth from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
KO looks so cool.
I'm gassed. They said it's like an EMP ability for its ultimate, which is going to be crazy. I have no idea what that's going to entail. Like, is that going to take offline everybody else's abilities? Is it going to reset like all of their micros and stuff? I mean, this is sick. I love seeing new stuff like this in Valorant, and they just do such a good job designing cool stuff like this.
Well, when you think about it, so like, of course, everyone who's been here for a long time knows that I'm an Overwatch nerd. So there is a character in Overwatch named Somber who has an EMP ability. It takes away all characters' abilities for a matter of seconds while it's during its duration if you are in the radius zone of the EMP. However, when it comes to a game like Valorant, some of the ultimate abilities that these operatives have actually affect everyone regardless of their location, such as like taking out the entire map on your heads-up display. That is, not gonna lie, really crummy.
Yeah.
I could see that being something getting affected by an EMP blast because it's kind of pseudo-technology involved with what they are doing on the field. Also, if it is going to be a range-based ability, using it to literally being an initiator, going and just running in and EMPing an entire front line of people could be one of the most grotesque lineups we could see in the future that will just result in bloodbath after bloodbath when used properly.
Yeah, and we're just seeing the meta kind of shift and alter, and now again, as soon as KO actually releases, I think we're going to see it change again, which is really exciting. New initiators are always fun. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm praying, don't be another Flash. Please. We've had enough other Flashes. The Yoru inclusion of Flash was already kind of a controversial one, so hopefully it's not another Flash. Hopefully we can see some new stuff. What I'm most excited about, though, every time they release a new operative, sweet contracts for a sweet gun skin. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out with for KO.
Yes, both of us are very adamant about not spending that money on those skins in-game. It's a free game. Let me play it for free for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
As I mentioned, the Rumble format has changed this week. We opened it up to have more teams with the new format, uncapping the amount of teams in the best of one single elimination bracket stage, leading to the best of three grand finals stage. This was open to teams of any skill rank, which was very nice. The Landslides, which are making another appearance, won our last Rumble event and competed in the BFC Valorant event last week. The Rumble qualifies a high school team to compete in a box fight championship Valorant Cup, which is the Valorant Pro Players and Content Creators Tournament, so it's very exciting for anyone that gets the opportunity to end up in those spots.
Yeah, we saw Landslide go and take care of business last week and win that last Rumble, and they qualified for that BFC tournament, I believe, so it'll be interesting to see how they compete this week. They are, and it looks like we're getting them in our next game, maybe? No?
Well, unfortunately, no. It is going to be Surge Blue. There's a lot of surges this week against the Flames on Ascent, so everyone's out of the icebox torture. I'm sorry / you're welcome, and I'm still very sorry. And when you're trying to come out on top of these games, some of the things you want to remember are Doc's keys to the game that are presented to you by esportstower.com. Those keys today are callouts are critical. Watch those corners, call out enemy ability usage, and track enemy econ. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. They are presented today by esportstower.com.
Yeah, I think callouts last map were so critical. We saw the aggression coming out, so it'll be interesting to see if that kind of holds true here on Ascent.
Well, we're jumping into our round 2 action for our bracket stage, which is Surge Blue facing off against the Flames. This is map Ascent in a best of 1 game spot for the semifinals. So even if you know you're not having your sights set in the far future looking at that major tournament spot, this is still your key victory to get into the semifinals. So there's still quite a bit riding on this. Hopefully no one cracks under pressure.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different agent compositions here. You see a Raze, and it looks like an Omen on the side of Flames. That's going to be a little bit different from the Brim and the Sova coming out there on the side of Surge. So different agent compositions. Actually, it's almost a completely different setup for these teams, which is going to be kind of fun. Sometimes you see the same things in the same smokes in the same places because that's how the agents kind of work out.
Wow, Riley sounds like they're a little perturbed by the stagnation of the usage of smokes and possibly flashes in this game.
Yeah, it's true.
Right, I think Riley has a bone to pick with you.
No, well, I'm just excited to see some different combinations, and I'm hoping, like, that's why I said maybe KO's not a flash or a smoke. That would be sick, because we can get some things mixed up. I mean, after I watched Masters quite a bit, and I just felt like I was watching the same match over and over again. Fair
Enough. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be kind of trying to upset you. Every match is a little bit different.
That's true.
But this team in particular, Blue Surge, we have Cozy making their appearance once again. This is their third. They won the week 3 of the Rumble. They're always a talented player. However, for Team Surge, we see a Brimstone, which is not an agent we see very often being pulled out, and I am just so excited to actually see that get used. As we see Cozy's Alarm Bot take out Pog without even having to lift a finger or pull a trigger.
Yeah,
that's Sniff. I love that.
I know, it's such an awesome name. Unfortunately, the pack play is not going to get you back into market there, Cozy. Some good classic shots, and I think you're right. Surge with just that different agent comp, that Brimstone is so cool here. There's Phobics kind of flying at people with that ghost.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just very, very aggressive.
And a quick plant as well. Yeah, the trades are there, but Surge Blue looking really good in this first pistol round.
We do see Zizo take out Sova, but however, Zizo will pay for that one, getting taken out by, I do believe, by Jet almost instantly right there after. We have Omen also getting taken out by Jet. I am so sorry. I feel like we're always looking at the right time to see someone who was popping off then get their head clicked as Phobics takes out Clids, another returning Esports Tower member that we recognize. Hopefully we'll see Clids pop off here in the near future. They are a very aggressive Sage player, something I always love to see.
Yeah, I agree. What a nasty peek there by Zinni, by the way. Just like the straight timing knowledge was insane. But yeah, I do love to see those aggressive Sage players, and we have been seeing that quite a bit, so it'll be interesting to see if that can continue.
It does look like if you are, for Surge Blue, who are in red right now, I love that. Hopefully no one is colorblind that is watching. I really don't. It bugs the crud out of me. It already looks like we see a force. I saw many almost, about half almost full buys for many of them. We see that they've got their weapons. I don't know about half shield or full shield, because we see the drone come out from the Sova to try and figure out where people are at. And unfortunately that smoke, though, it just makes it real difficult to push in.
Yeah, love the Ares buy there as well. Love the second round Ares buy. Like you said, a little aggressive with the buys, and that's going to counter Flames, I think, here. And you see there is that Ares actually finding that opening kill there. And doors go down, Spike gets planted, so it's limiting this to only 2 different places that this push can come from. As Clids is going to be kind of watching this jump up into heaven.
Owen for Team Flames is really hurting on health, as is the Sova for Surge right now. Sage, as I was about to mention, could possibly get a hail off, gets taken out by Phobics on that Brimstone. So now the Flames only have 3 standing agents right now. This is going to be rather difficult for them to hang on to, but they can, as we see Cozy take out Scratch and Sniff. And as I say, they might be able to hang on to it. They do, as the Phobics takes out Mo.
Yeah, that was a really good play there from the side of Surge Blue, just kind of knowing that this push was probably coming heaven. Most people aren't going to wrap all the way back around to spawn, and the door was closed, so they knew this probably was coming heaven. They read it well, got the shots off that they needed to, and just held it right. That was just really good Valorant.
We already saw the force come out from Team Surge, and they're, yes, full buys across the board for both teams, it looks like. That's what we like to see. At least it's going to even the playing field a little bit. However, that might leave, especially Team Flames, hurting a little bit on that credit front. They need to be careful on this one and make sure that they win this one out. Otherwise, their econ's really going to be busted.
Yeah, 4 Spectres in an Ares, it looks like. So, yeah, they do need to find some wins here, and that's a big win from Zinni to get things started here. Just kind of getting things on the front foot. The Bulldog's not going to do it from Clids as Zinni again finds their 2nd of the round already.
Both Raze and Jet for the side of Surge Blue are very damaged right now. Those health bars are almost non-existent, but when only 3 members are standing for the other team, the opportunity to stay alive is very high. Just, I hate to be this person to say this, but use your teammates as body blocks when you're that low of health.
Oh, seriously, bait him out. Bait him out big time. Get those trades.
Mo. Oh no, Mo. You see, oh Mo, I'm so sorry. Phobix is going to take you out. That was just unfortunate, my friend.
And that's the difference there with Brim's Molly. You know, it's more like a ball. It's almost like a fire grenade. It's good shots from Zizzo. Oh my goodness! Wait, good shots all around.
Scratch and Sniff dominating as well. Contra will return the favor. But yeah, oh, beautiful candy cane.
Right now.
The paint shells trade. What a play!
Oh yes, there's plenty of time. You got this.
No, you don't deserve my inventions.
Thankfully, the Flames will have their econ even out a little bit thanks to winning out that round. They're still going to be slightly behind the Surge Blue, however, not nearly as bad as they would have been had they not come out on top of this one. Most of the players were looking like they had around 100 to 300 credits remaining, while the side of Surge Blue had over 1,000 each. So in that kind of situation, you have to win, and if you don't, things are going to get difficult real quick.
Yeah, I agree. The econ was a little bit sketchy there on the side of Flames already early, but they did a good job of winning the one they needed to. There, you hear on the side of Blue, knives are coming out. So that's going to be a big start here. A little aggression. I like that.
Phobix has already taken out Mo once again. That's always painful. Klitz is going to use that wall to maybe try and pull some attention over here. They know that there's a couple trying to rotate through as you see Cozy take out Pog. 3 in the 5 still. The knives are still out. Brimstone also still has their ultimate online. If they line up enough agents in one spot, we may see that get pulled out. It is a very powerful ability when used properly at the right time.
Yeah, it can be so good once you get the spike planted, just kind of baiting someone to defuse and then just kind of bring down. They prepare for hellfire, like they say. I mean, it's true. That's really what it is. It can be disgusting. And now you see the spike is going to go down from Phobix, so probably won't have to use it on Scratch and Sniff here, but you never know.
Contra did take out 2 back-to-back. Scratch and Sniff has been a fragger more than once. The Jet will come around the corner and get those knives out, though. Surge, yet another flawless round for them. But as always, it's only 1-3 right now. Can't make any predictions yet as to how this round's going to go. We do see both Killjoys. Raze has their ultimate, as does Brimstone. So this could be interesting if all 4 members choose to pop their ults this time.
Yeah, I could see some different counters and stuff. You know what? We talked about Brimstone coming into this map, something we don't always see. Phobix is nasty with it. I'm absolutely loving it. The way they're using their Molly is really nice. You saw that one where they kind of were able to utilize the mechanic of being able to kind of throw it around a corner and bounce it off walls. That was so good to bait out players, and this is really fun to see a good Brimstone, because we don't, like they said, we don't see that very often.
The other thing that I like to see is consistently Sages on teams, because Sage, even though I force Sage, Sage is not meta, but most of these players like to play into their strengths, and one of those strengths is having a support in the form of Sage. Unfortunately, Phobix will take out Klitz. It's just Raze and Reyna standing for the side of the Flames. However, Sova is hurting quite a bit for Surge Blue right now, so we could see this get evened out rather quickly.
Yeah, that was a really good hellfire there from Brim. And that was a nice little place of the swarm grenade to get it up through that little crack there, through hell into heaven. Great play, and the alarm bot as well. So Cozy's really just dominating this map, just making sure that defuse can't come through, using those abilities to lock it down.
Phobix taking out 2 back-to-back, Scratch and Sniff and Pog going down. Phobix is constantly fragging out on this Brimstone for us this evening. Nicely done.
Yeah, Phobix is looking really, really strong right now. They are finding all the elims all the time, playing this really well, and you've got good teammates too. Man, I'll tell you, this Surge Blue team already looks really good.
Well, we've got Cozy, who is like this backline passive-aggressive player using their alarm bots really to just zone people out. Unfortunately, Reyna has found that alarm bot. It found her faster in most cases and was taken out a couple of times. But the dichotomy between Cozy's passive-aggressive plus Brimstone has just created this insane, like, I don't know, tsunami-like force for Surge Blue, because it's just the calm before the storm in the form of Cozy, and then just Brim fragging out as they push in on the front line.
Yeah, and if you're side of Flames, you need some of those players that we know can kind of go off. We've seen Clids do well. We've seen Pog do well. We need to see some of those players start really going if you're Flames. If you want to counter this Surge team, because, yeah, Surge looks really good right now. You've got to find a couple of rounds.
See the walls go down. Phobics and it looks like Saber are sitting right there. Ooh, there is, I think that was an op coming out from Jet. We've seen Jet use that op more than once. They consistently pop off. Always beautiful to see. The Killjoy is going to get popped as well by Flames. We do see Empress online as well as there's the Showstopper coming out for Team Surge right now. Will Saber be able to pick anybody up with it? Unfortunately, no. Now they're just trying to see if they can land any sort of damage through the smoke. And they also will be detained. That's always a sticky situation to be in, I guess. Kind of, yeah, sticky. One enemy.
Yeah, and Phoenix doing, or Phobics doing so well, knowing Pog was going to kind of use their ability to get out there and do some scouting, but Phobics just ready to go, ready on that elim.
We've got Cozy with their ultimate ready to go, as well as Pog. Well, honestly, we do see Mo, Clids very close to their ultimates, as well as one other for Surge Blue. So if people get some kills here, get a plant, anything really, we'll see multiple ultimates come online for all of these, for multiple agents, and possibly see a bloodbath.
Yeah, and you see our production team keeps flashing the scoreboard here, and that is for a reason. Phobics 11-1, having a massive game. As you see, Zinni finds that first ceiling with that off. This is crazy. Phobics is popping off. They're going crazy on the main stage.
We see Saber take out Zizo, so now if you're looking at Team Flames, they've got 3 members remaining, 2 ultimates online for Surge. We see the smokes come out, there's the slow orb. Saber's gonna take out Clids, leaving Flames desperately hurting on that Agent's front with just their Rays and their Omen standing.
Spike planted.
Yeah, that was a great shot through that Brim smoke as well. It's 5-2. There's an op on the map as well. Saber knows exactly where Mo was gonna be. This is a tough spot to be in if you're the side of Flames.
Scratch and Sniff will take out Cozy, but then Zinni will take out Scratch and Sniff, and with that, the attackers will win out the round, only losing their Killjoy.
Yeah, you know what? I played enough Pokemon as a kid right now to know that water type is a fire type Bane right now, and you see Surge, the water type, taking care of Flames, the fire type. That was a terrible joke, but it's the truth. Right now, Flames have got to find a way to kind of counteract and find a way to slow down this aggression from Surge, because right now they are just running a wave through this map.
We're gonna say that Flames is like, shoot. My brain just decided to fall out of my ears. Is like an Eevee, and they have to just find the correct evolution stone. Let's go.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's change things up a little bit here, Flames.
Get the electric. Get the electric stone. There's Clids throwing that slow through that wall, and unfortunately, there's the ult coming through. Not again.
Brimstone, that was dirty, and you know it.
That's the second time that Phobics has found Clids with that Hellfire.
Oh, that was so mean. That wasn't even like. Phobics, was that a necessity, or did you just do that to look cool?
Down here.
That's brutal, and now you're down to that 4v4. What a play from Phobics, though. They are just going crazy. Like
Liz, my heart goes out to you. That hurt. That was overkill to the max right there. Like 3 members had their sights on you, and yeah, no, Clids, that was overkill, definitely. I apologize.
I think Phobics is just going for the PB right now at this point.
Highlight reels.
It's true. Showing off in front of recruiters and stuff, and that's what's so great about esports Tower. You get to have these pop-off moments in front of people that are going to recruit you. There's Saber finding Mo. The Showstopper's going to get popped as well. Everybody's doing work, and unfortunately, Flames is going to see their Showstopper go down. I didn't think it went off, did it?
No, I don't think it did. I heard the ability line start, and then I did not actually hear it get fired.
Now Zizzo's just got to try and find a way to break into this site.
Come on, come on.
There's Phobix once again. Oh my goodness.
All right, so here's the strat. You find Phobix, and you just take them out before you even do anything else.
And they've got to show this Phobix play again. Just knowing the Sage is right there, and it's like, well,
see,
GG.
like I said, there were 3 members with their sights on Euclids, and Phobix just brings out the Hellfire. I am so sorry.
13-1 from Phobix through 8 rounds. I mean, that's just audacious. I mean, and it's not like they're not getting any help. Zinni's having a nice one at 8-3, and so is Cozy at 7-3. This Surge team's just popping off.
This is rather interesting if you're looking at the econ for the Flames right now. It looks like Mo is going for a save while most of the team is not. They are hurting on that econ front, however, so this is going to get rather sticky quickly for the team, for ET Flames, if they do not come out on top of this one.
Spike
Scratch
down
and Sniff.
mid.
Yes!
Yeah.
Took out Phobix right away. Nice. See that? I told you, it's strat. Find Phobix.
And this could be interesting as well.
Yes!
There's the Judge coming through, and the op should be on the map now for the side of Flames, so that could be huge. You've got a round win almost in the bag guaranteed, and you have the op picked up.
Just be careful. Be careful. We see Saber taking out Scratch and Sniff. Pog taking out Saber in return. Contra's still alive, but Clips finds Contra with the thrifty. Nicely done, guys.
That was so big. You saw the save had to come through there from the side of Flames. They needed a round win. I don't think they were expecting it to get there. They knew Zinni here. This was such a big play. They know Zinni there. Getting that off the map, trying to save some econ. Huge round win from the side of Flames.
Here.
All right, full buys across the board. Scratch and Sniff is now desperately hurting on that econ front with no creds in their wallet for this round after they bought everything they needed. So basically that means Flames has to win this round again. Otherwise, multiple members are not going to be able to have full buys for the next round.
But what's so important, Scratch and Sniff's showstopper actually didn't go off. The ult got popped, but it wasn't fully before they died, and that was so important because now they still have that in the back pocket if they need it.
Oh, that actually is pretty great. Game doesn't punish you nearly as hard as some other games. We do see that Jet, Pog taking out Zinni, who had their knives ready to go. We do also note that Sova has Hunter's Fury online. So you see a little couple ducks in a row, people lined up like lemmings. We could see that get popped and take out a couple members. If not, it might just be used to force people into one direction. It's a nice zoning ultimate ability. But it has notoriously, at least in the Esports Tower Rumble, picked up a few people in return.
Yeah, and there's Clids. That's a huge find. There's at least one more bottom. Can they find Pog just trying to peek in?
Oh no! Phobix found Pog.
But Clids got it halfway. Clids is going to get this off.
Yes, Clids, come on. Oh no, the Hunter's Fury right across the spike.
But see, it's halfway, so now can they actually get this done?
Yes,
Scratch
it
and
should
Sniff have a chance.
Yes!
What a play.
Nicely done, Scratch and Sniff.
And that comes from Clids being clutch, getting it to halfway. They knew Sova was going to have to pick. That was crazy.
The sacrifice.
It's like some, needs some heroic music for Clids. And what
metal.
a peak. Yeah, exactly. Getting that to halfway was so clutch, even though they knew Sova had that Hunter's Fury ready to roll.
Like, what do? Your only option really is to take it and just do it. Thankfully, because of that clutch play between Clids as well as Scratch and Sniff, the econ is finally evening out here. Contra's going to use that location dart. Nice placement on it. As always, we notoriously see esports tower players just always knowing where to put those. I don't play Sova for a reason. That's because I'm horrible at that.
It's a tough dart to throw. And there's Pog, unfortunately getting revealed, so they know there's going to be at least one hell.
Pog.
But here's the nice thing about this is Pog being hell, they made this Surge team think that it was maybe a little bit more of an investment over on this site, kind of slowing things down. Now it's going to be a mid push. Flames might actually have a little bit of an advantage here.
I am afraid for anyone that Phobix finds their sights on, because we know that they are just going to use that ultimate ability to even just get one singular kill. And my heart goes out to anyone. Oh! Clids with the payback on Phobix. Nicely done. The showstopper's going to come out as well. They have the spike in their sights. Pog and Scratch and Sniff both pick it up. One. I think this is the comeback for Flames.
Yeah, this was almost an overreaction from the side of Surge. I think they got that information on Pog knowing that they were hell. I think that they just took that to mean there was more people there than there really were. They rotated back, and Flames was sitting here on site, ready for that to come. You're down to a 2v2 now, but they've got only 10 seconds to get this spike down. And it's down on site, so they know that it's going to be almost impossible to get this taken care of.
Mo will take out Conjura. Cozy taking out Mo.
Just survive. Don't peek. Don't peek.
Yes!
That was so important. I thought they were going to peek and lose the round. That was so close to being so bad, but Clid's way to clutch up. This was such a tense 1v1 here.
This is where that moment after the round ends, you lift your hands up and they're like shaking.
Because that's one of the ones too where you could just see Cozy pushing into sight and Clids is like kind of jiggle peeking, and you just like time that one click just right, and it just that Vandal shot just goes straight through the eyes, and you're like, well,
Standing ahead.
that's how it goes.
3 ults on both sides last round before the half rotation. I foresee the use of multiple ults. We see Saber taking out Mo, the knives coming out from Jet. Unfortunately, there is no res online for the stage for Team Flames right now. We hear the Showstopper come out, taking out a 3rd member for the Flames. And Killjoy getting popped. Contra did take out Pog. The Killjoy is going to detain anybody that is within that little dome, so we got to be careful. The spike carrier, well, the spike did get planted, and with that, Surge will win a flawless round yet again. And it's okay. Flames will bring it back. I have faith.
You know what? That was an interesting first half. Obviously, Flames kind of on the defensive side. This is kind of where you tell yourself now, we won a couple of defensive rounds, but we're not a defensive team, right? Like, this is where you tell yourself, we're an offense team. We're an offense team. So it'll be interesting to see how they come back and counter. But yeah, couple of huge rounds. Man, could you imagine if they would have been able to find one more round there and bring that to a 7-5 at the end? That would have been crazy. What a comeback that almost was from Flames.
I feel like that was a great comeback regardless. So
Oh, most def.
just ignore Riley's passive-aggressive comments, Flames. You're doing great.
Oh, Flames are doing fantastically, bringing themselves right back into this. Respect.
There's the early smokes here on point A. That's going to make things a little bit difficult.
And there you see Phobix here just kind of getting into a little sneaky spot here on this long site here, waiting to see if he wants to push in. Should have a... Oh, they pull out the knife! You're trying to style Phobix! Why? Pog was ready to roll with the
This is what happens when your ego gets a little bit too big. And there's a saying here at Boise State Esports that we always, abide by, and that is never take a fair fight. And guess what? You're making it an unfair fight in your favor when you're trying to go for style points by knifing people in this game. Don't do it, Phobix.
And see,
Don't
now,
ever do it again.
Yeah, and now you just gave Flames like fuel. That's like bulletin board material right there. And you're gonna have a 3-push here, scratch and sniff with one big one, and they get away with their life. The packs go away. Yeah, that might have not been the best. That's that's like shooting bodies and stuff. That's usually not a good strat when the game's not over. Especially when momentum's not on your side.
Sorry, Phobix. When you're popping off that hard and you go for the fancy plays, we're gonna have to talk about it a little bit. We may need, your coaches may have a conversation with you about that one later. Possibly in Vodrivy, they're gonna be like, bro, what went through your head here?
This is an interesting plant, really not default at all. Totally different spot. Cozy's gonna find Clids though, so now it's just down to Scratch to try and win this. But it's a different plant, so unfortunately for the side of Surge, Scratch is just gonna have an angle, but not gonna matter.
Yeah, the 2v1 when you're that low on health is always difficult to deal with, let's be honest.
And that was the plant location.
Oh, are
was
we
so
gonna get
different.
to re-see this knife? Oh yes, we are.
I'm very confused as to what was your thought process, Phobix? Like, you thought that Pog was gonna stay turned around,
or that you didn't want to make enough, a whole lot of noise because there was someone else there too. We did see a second body. Granted, on our observer side, we can see the outlines while these players cannot, but they might have been able to hear that there were 2 sets of footsteps happening right there, so they may have anticipated that, trying to use the You know, the knives is being a little bit quieter, but either way, maybe not the best move.
Yeah, that was interesting, and that was a crazy start to that round as well. You saw that vision pulse kind of going out, getting some information from that dart. Zinni, what is? Oh, I thought Zinni was gonna have a crazy three-piece there with the tailwind.
Regardless, Zinni, that was huge. Mo's, however, has got to bring this one. Yes, that is. Aw, man, you're gonna lose the cool gun skin. Phobix taking out Mo in return for taking out 2 of their teammates. Fair enough.
Yeah, Phobix said, yeah, I know that I was messing around in that first round, but time to get back to business. Phobix is still having an insane pop-off game. It's been very impressive. I thought Zinni was about to make the play of the game there. That would have been so cool. And I think on the side of Flames, you had the momentum. It's starting to go away. Surge starting to get it back. With Phobix being 15-1, you've got to win these next couple of rounds. You've got to get some momentum going again, because right now you're not in a good spot.
Pog has decided to go up on their own. They are a fragger, so hopefully they can pop off. Lots of bullets landing, but none of them taking anybody out. So a lot of damage coming out there from Zinni. We do see some grenades get thrown behind them, so they're going to miss them out. Mo's hurting pretty bad over there in that corner. He's trying to just fire into that smoke. The rotation did come out, though, and Pog will find Zinni. You know, when you sit in one spot and fire for so long, you're putting your life in your own hands, because you're just basically putting a beacon on your body.
Yeah, and Pog with a nice little mini wrap starting on that B push early here in this round was ended up being really beneficial. Cozy got some info there on Mo, saw a couple rotating across and got the calls. And now Saber's just got those bait shells down in Garden as well.
Spike down A.
Pog with that third of the round, getting the plant as well, looking to see if they can maybe try and find an ace here with a plant, get the biggest possible econ round you can. They're going to go held knowing that there's probably going to be a little bit of a push through. And they're going to have a chance to do it as well.
The recon dart is inside hell. So Pog is going to be able to stay alive. Take out Contra. Nice and done. Now take out Cozy. Cozy, yes, we like you. You're a great player. But you got to root for the underdogs. In this case, it's Pog. Yes, Pog with the ace. Beautiful.
Well, and as your name would say, that was pretty Pog. What? The name was there. What do you want me to say?
There, it's fine. Just know, esports tower players, when you put your names as these things,
I'm gonna make bad jokes. I'm gonna make bad jokes.
There's an opportunity for dad jokes, puns, anything in that regard. We're gonna do it, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's just the rules. It's like in the contract. If there's a joke in the name, make the joke.
Fine. I can't really say I haven't done it already, so it's fine. Ooh, okay, so Surge Jet is just going automatically ham, hitting that Q, taking out the knives. They're looking for blood. Going a little slow, though. Zinni is a consistent fragger as well on that Jet, so we'll probably see a couple kills coming out as we see Cozy take out Mo.
Nice little Sage Wall here to get that info through that window from Clids. Really smart gameplay here from them. The slow orb's going to go out so they can try and push into sight, but Zinni's on a wrap here. Anyone going to see him? No! Good plays from Zinni.
Saber took out 2 right before Zinni did as well. Pog will take out Cozy, but Pog is the last one standing. Popping the Empress, taking out Saber. Nicely done, using that ability to rotate around, but unfortunately you didn't get enough field of view there, allowing Phobix to just gun you down. Phobix has been a fragger. That's the only way we can put it.
Yeah, seriously.
Pog is a fragger too, but Phobix, woof.
Yeah, they were rolling. Phobix is rolling. But what a flank from Zinni there. What a play with those knives, not just flying at people, using it to get into backside. It's a great play.
Got Zinni staring down the mid again, just honestly seeing if they can get anybody. The Lear's gonna come out right away from Pog here for this push over to site A. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. The smoke will come out, landing a little bit too high, unless that was intentional to try and allow you to see some feet. As we do see, Phobix is gonna go down first for Surge Team Blue, and when Phobix has gone down first, typically the Flames end up winning. So, if history stands to reason here, this may work out in the favor of the Flames as Sage uses that res to help Mo and bring them up. Raze is hurting on the health front, but there's just 3 standing now for Surge. Killjoy does have their ult though, so we may see that get popped.
Saw Shock Dart going on a default there. That was great from the side of Sova on Surge, just trying to stop this plant, but Pog is going to find Zinni using that overhill once again, getting the health back, getting ready to just kind of defend these last couple of the players off the site, as looks like Zizzo's just kind of sitting there waiting to see if anyone wants to push down.
Contra did take out Mo once again, twice in the same round. After the res is always a little bit painful. They're trying to get the wall bangs through hell right here. Contra couldn't find anybody with the drone. Cozy does pick up Zizo. Pog takes out Cozy. So now we're to a 3v1. The Flames are in a nice position right now. We hear that spike timer ticking up rather quickly. Sova, just get out.
Run away.
Yes, get out. Get out, get out, get out.
Scroll on the scroll wheel, get the knife out, and just go.
Oh,
just
Scratch and Sniff unfortunately was in line with that that spike.
Friendly fire.
They did take a kaboom.
Unfortunate, unfortunate. That was a huge round when you didn't want to go down 5-12. So Flames doing a really good job keeping themselves right back in it. You called it, Artie. Is this the comeback?
It is. I really hope it is.
Although I think LL Cool J would disagree with you and say, don't call it a comeback.
Oh, whatever. I mean, so would Andy in Parks and Rec, but it's okay.
I get that reference.
Thank you.
This is going to be a quick push. There's the Lear coming through from Pog, and they get away quick, so they know it. There's so many abilities getting used early.
Yeah, we saw the smoke. We saw paint grenades. That's a lot. We've got 3 ults for the Flames right now. The Showstopper, the Killjoy, as well as Omen. Killjoy for the side of Surge also has their ultimate online. I foresee that possibly being used to allow for a defuse to take place. Sage is the one with the spike right now for the Flames. They're deciding to rotate all the way over to point B. However, with that in mind, there was such a large gap between seeing anybody as we also... Yep, there is the Killjoy coming out.
Great play here, getting that Killjoy off, but unfortunately, it looks like Contra's in a great spot to get the info.
The Surge had to have known that the quietness was meaning rotations were happening unless they were just chilling out. We do see that Raze is desperately hurting for some help right now. They use that Showstopper. They're gonna pick up Cozy. Nicely done. I don't think Sage has their heal ability online, so that's gonna unfortunately leave Contra to take out Scratch and Sniff. Now 2 standing for the side of the Surge and the Flames. We do see Hunter's Fury is online as well. Saber takes out Zizo. Clids will take out Saber. It's now a 1v1, but like I said, that Hunter's Fury, if it's just one person, it can work very well.
And that might not be a bad play here. You see there's that Recon Bolt gonna hit there from Clids.
Oh no, there it is.
Oh, but he's gonna dance around it. Is Clids gonna survive?
Yes, Clids, yes! Yes, Clids, nicely done! Aw, dang it.
But I'll tell you what a play to dance around the Hunter's Fury from Clids.
Oh,
fantastic
and Contra
work.
was in line of the spike. Whew, just in time.
This is turning into a heck of a game. Getting this down to a 7-11. The dance there from Clids just to avoid that last Hunter's Fury. I thought they were going to get hit, just surviving long enough.
Every time people say 7-11, all I think about is big gulps.
Yeah, I know.
Slurpees. If you guys aren't from the West Coast, you're probably not familiar with the gas station chain 7-Eleven, but they are notorious for giving out free Slurpees on the day 7-Eleven.
You really should be. If you're not, get acquainted with 7-Eleven because, like,
become good friends with them.
7-Eleven's the bomb.
All right, so Omen has their ult for the Flames. Killjoy from Surge Blue still has their ultimate as well. They are on the defender side, however, so it may be used to possibly instigate a retake and just allow this plant to go off. We'll have to wait and see, however, because the Flames, as we mentioned, are making a comeback here. So easy plant possibly, maybe.
We'll see. Here's Phobix using that Molly, just kind of cutting off this mid-rotation. It's going to force this to be a deep push, and they're going to get everybody trapped down there. They're going to be like sitting ducks if they can see them, but they got through. I don't know how they got through.
Zizo is really hurting on the health front, though. Possibly Sage will be able to get a heal over to them. And unfortunately, Phobix will take out Zizo. Pog will find Contra. Saber will find Pog. 3v4. Still doable if you're rooting for the Flames right now. As Scratch and Snip find Zinni and Phobix, so 3-2. Let's go. The wall comes out. Come on, guys. You got this. There's the showstopper as well.
One enemy
I don't believe that's going to pick anybody up, though.
Mid.
So Mo, if you can get this spike here, yep, you see the TP is gonna get popped, get a little info, get yourself back to mid, try and find some sort of a wrap over to this other site.
Oh no! As they get the spike picked up, they did not foresee Cozy just camping out and being ready to take them down.
Point.
That's brutal. You can see some crazy Omen plays with that TP ult. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough, but that was a really good round. Once again, both teams really just trying to stay a step ahead of each other.
We've got some partial buys happening for the team Surge right now. They don't have full shields. That may allow, I'm going to be real, if Empress gets popped right away from the Flames and they can find those two, which I think it's Killjoy and Phobix that did not go with full buys for Surge Blue, using that Empress and just going in for Pog, because Pog is a fragger. We've said this before. They have the opportunity here to make some magic happen.
Press X, press X, press
Do the
X, press
thing.
X, press X.
Do the thing!
It's like that meme. Say the line. Say it. Just do it. And you got that alarm bot getting shots on, so they know where you're at now, Pog. They know you're going to be on this other side. There's a smoke coming through from the side of Brim. That's Phobix getting that down. You're going to bust into sight. You got to go. You might as well pull it.
Oh no! Cozy will find Pog. Dang it. Saber will also find Mo, so the Flames are down just two standing. Sage does find the spike, however, so that may help them out here. It won't be capped out. Glids is desperately hurting on the health front. They need to heal themselves up if they have that ability.
Oh, that's almost three.
Oh, Brimstone trying to do it again, Phobix. We see you, and so did Clids. Clids may be coming after you for that one.
But Clids is going to have the timings.
Yes, Clids, that was beautiful.
If you can't tell, Artie really, really likes good Sage play.
Yes, yes,
So,
I do.
There's Phobix finishing it off, though.
That was honestly beautiful. Nicely done, both teams. For this round, it'll be the Esports Tower Surge coming out on top. That definitely was not an easy win as the Flames were slowly creeping it back, y'all. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table next week.
Yeah, Flames looked really good. Just wasn't quite enough. They really did a good job of slowing down that surge. Just, I mean, it really was it was impressive. They were flying, and they did a really good job of stopping it.
Well, if you want the opportunity to do as we just saw in the form of Clids popping off at the last exit frags you can possibly get, or showing off a little bit trying to get some knife kills, maybe get seen by some expert college recruiters, talk directly to some esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, maybe some game producers, then you should join the club, and that club in particular is the Esports Tower Club, where players get insider access to industry insights with our featured rumbles. Recruiters are taking notice of these events as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. Check them out at esportstower.com.
Yeah, if you're a college recruiter, let me recommend to you firsthand now after seeing Phobix. Disgusting, even with off-meta characters. So that's the kind of stuff that people get to see when you watch these kind of rumbles. People just doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, and we also get to see people break the meta, break brains. Still, my favorite is seeing a team full of Odins.
5 Odin push.
It was beautiful, and it did work.
Yes, it did.
Well, we'll be taking a short break and coming back with our final match of the evening, so be sure to come right back here in about 3 minutes, and we'll be able to watch how everything comes to a head for this evening. And like I said, do not forget to be here next week as well to watch our grand finals take place. So I will see you in a few more minutes, and we'll be right back.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Esports Arena. We are almost ready to jump into our last game of the night with Surge White up against Team Firestorm in our first semifinals match on, yet again, Icebox. Both teams have been looking great throughout the course of the bracket stage and have their eyes set on that grand finals. Once again, I am your host, Artie Nerdy Burn Rain, and joining me is Riley Nabby Boyd. All right, Riley. So we know that I love the Sage, so I'm really praying we see a Sage here on Icebox. However, what agent are you hoping we see here?
Give me more Sky content. Baratel told me this forever ago, that he loves seeing Sky. I was like, there's no way. It's so frustrating to see. And now, all of a sudden, even if it's just for the memes, just for the blinded memes, I just want to see more Sky. I love seeing the ability usage. I know you hate the ult, but if we're on Icebox, I got to get something I like too, because I can't stand this map.
Let the record show this is someone who's like, I don't like the flashes or the blinds or the smokes.
No, but it's true. It's true, because at least it's kind of a memeable line.
Okay. Well, this Rumbles format has changed with us opening it up to more teams. New format is uncapped on the teams in the best of one single elimination bracket stage that then leads into the best of 3 grand final stage. All these teams were welcome with any skill rank, and the Landslides won our last Rumble event competing in the BFC Valorant event last week. The Rumble qualifies the high school team to compete in the Box Fight Championship in Valorant, which will include some pros as well as some content creators. So that is a very exciting opportunity for everyone involved.
Yeah, I think we got to see some of that a little bit in our very first Rumble. We did see some of those content creators kind of coming in there, and so now getting to see a full tournament of that, that's so exciting. This is such a great opportunity for all of these players to kind of get to a chance to show off their skills on the main stage. So this is not a time to mess around. This is a time to go hard and get yourself qualified.
Well, be careful with those words, Riley. They carry a lot of heaviness with them. It creates a lot of pressure, but some of those things that we can help you alleviate that pressure with is keeping in mind some of these quintessential points brought to you by Doc's Keys to the Game in Valorant, and those points are call outs are critical. Watch those corners, call out ability usage, and track enemy econ. Doc's Keys to the Game are presented to you by esportstower.com. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up.
Yeah, and I do think we're going to see a lot of these things come into play. We did see a lot of ability usage last round, a lot of stuff being used to kind of win rounds and come in clutch. So I'll be interested to see how that happens. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting composition. No, it doesn't look like there's going to be any Sky, unfortunate.
This is going to be our last game of the night with Surge White up against Team Firestorm. This is the first semifinals matchup on my favorite map of Icebox. Both teams have looked great throughout the course of the bracket stage and have their eyes set on that grand finals.
Yeah, you see Astra coming in again there. On the side of Surge, it looks like it's going to be maybe a Sova Sage. No one's locked in. It looks like we're waiting for one last lock-in, and there it is. Yeah, so Sova Sage on that comp for Firestorms as well as those last two. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Little different comps here.
The team chemistry of all chickens on one side is quite beautiful to see. This is a team we saw earlier this evening for Team Surge White, recognizing all of those names as well as positions they're playing. V Spicy and Yasuke both consistently popping off on that Astra and the Reyna. We're going to be seeing a couple. Oh, Dotbot pulling out the Viper as well. Dotbot is a very strong Viper player. We've seen them in the past pop off, so that'll be very interesting to see how well they rank up against the Surge's Viper player.
Yeah, this will be interesting. We have seen a lot of these players now. We're starting to get very familiar with a lot of these players in the Rumbles. Some new players always kind of finding their way in here, but it seems like we have some standard names just keep popping up, and Dotbot is one of them. They've been with us for a very long time, and they're just doing work. I'll be interested to see how they run this Viper on this map.
Yumi Cakes, show me what you got. Here is a new name for us, however, and that is Ghosty. This is, I believe, our first opportunity getting to see them play this evening. They are on that Sova. Obviously, with the names that they're lined up with, they will pop off no matter what, because let's be real, if all your teammates are fantastic players, the odds of you not being one or them not allowing you to pop off are very slim, as we see Dotbot take out Maroon right away.
Yeah, that frenzy's going to come through big clutch, still finding its way in there. Unfortunately, Yumi is going to go down from Zed there with that ghost.
We see Cool Guy on that Jet. I believe we've seen them on Jet more than once. Yusuke on the Astra, as we saw them in the previous 2 matches ago on this very same map. Cool Guy making that big rotation right now onto A, keeping an eye out. The spike is still in the hands of Viper for Surge White right now. Going at it slow in comparison to our last game on Icebox, where it was just like, pick the place and go.
Yeah, this is a different strategy. Nice trades there, though. Zed did a good job to avenge the fallen teammate.
Rest in peace, Rengoku. Both stages are now down. My favorite agents are both resting.
That's all right. That's all right. Always coming back. Next round is Ghosty here, just kind of playing outside of A, looking to see if they can get any information. They are playing with their teammate Cool Guy as well, just kind of swinging around the back through spawn, and there's Dotbot going to go down. Or going to take down Spicy, excuse me.
10 seconds.
We've got just under 10 seconds remaining. Yusuke take out Dotbot and Ghosty. It is just Cool Guy taking out Yusuke. Now it's Killjoy versus Cool Guy, and unfortunately Zed will be the one to come out on top. I don't mean unfortunately for you, Zed. I mean unfortunate for Cool Guy. It's hard, okay? I'm not trying to be biased here.
Yeah, it is tough. We do have so many good players right now, and it's fun to see what they can do because everyone just seems to have the ability to make a clutch play there. You know, we've seen Cool Guy be so clutch, have those ice in their veins, if you will, from a lot of rounds past. But in that time, it was Zed that was ready to go, just ready to win the big gunfight.
It looks like we're going to see a commit push here on A. We've got Sova using that the location dart, trying to see if anybody is there. Don't think it picked anybody up. Yusuke finds Elboof rather quickly. We've got the smoke going out as well from the Jet. And Astra in that astral plane, we mentioned it in the previous match. They are fantastic at using their util and just utilizing everything they have in their pockets to just get as much information for their team as possible. As Maroon takes out Yumi Cake. And the spike will get planted, leaving us to a 3v5 right now. Surge still at full power. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting retake here. You see Ghosty trying to get that vision, just that recon, get some info. They did get a pick there, so it's down to that 3v4. If Ghosty can step in and find something, and it just kind of went too quickly there at the end there for him. That's too bad.
Sometimes that's just how it is. It's okay.
It do be like that sometimes.
I got enough time to go into the astral form?
Yeah, right there, it all just kind of fell apart.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of... Rengoku got 2 back-to-back. It's just at that point, when you think you have the man advantage or even a slight, like, evening out of the agent numbers, and then you lose 2 almost immediately, it doesn't even fully click in your brain yet what just occurred. And it's kind of like your sweet goodnight.
Especially when you're halfway through a push, too. You're like, yeah, I'm pushing his 3v4 and trying to get a pick, and then it's like, oh, psych, everyone's dead.
Joke.
You see Yumi's just kind of sitting up here in top tube over on this A site, or on this B side, excuse me. Cool Guy's going to be sitting in here in A. There's that Viper wall going to come through, so that little bit of information that maybe Surge is actually coming this way.
The Leer came out, Elboof found Rengoku, Yusuke found Ghost, Zed found Elboof. Spicy is gonna get that plant off almost with no issues. The wall definitely helping them out quite a bit. The Killjoy is also gonna get popped by the Killjoy on Team Surge now, so Firestorm's gotta get out.
Yeah.
Oh no, it looks like Jet might get detained. Nope, they barely made it out by the skin of their teeth.
And you see Maroon just sitting here literally right on Spike. They know there's only one place that this can really get pushed from if they're going to not get seen by anyone but Maroon. The smoke and the Viper clouds are going to come out.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's going to be enough though. Maroon has to sit there and watch the Spike.
Maroon did find Dotbot, so Cool Guy found Maroon. However, in return, they used that tailwind to get out of a very sticky situation. 2 standing now for Firestorm, but that... Yeah, the spike is ticking up rather fast. The attackers will come out on top of that one, and no one will get blown up by the spike, thankfully.
That was cool. Cool Guy hit that updraft, found one, and hit like a fadeaway. It was like a, I'm trying to think of a good example. I mean, it was just a nice little step back there. As you're coming back, just find a headshot. Yeah, that was impressive.
When you start playing Overwatch, you'll get this reference more, but it was like a Reaper Wraith away.
I will. I've made a commitment to start learning Overwatch, so because I want to get these references. So I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn.
Say goodbye to your sanity and your happiness.
It can't be that bad.
Oh. We've got Yumi Cakes up in tunnel, getting ready to place that wall. I do believe it went off. Not fully hearing anybody, but sometimes it's just better to hedge your bets on that one. The Venom wall will come out as well, blocking a lot of sights. Double slow orb and Venom Cloud being used right there. We do have Sage with that spike. There's the Leer. Reyna will be found instantly. Dotbot taking out Maroon, and then Be Spicy taking out Dotbot in return, evening out that agent score on both sides.
And there's this UK just kind of bouncing in and out of the astral plane. Get that smoke down. Cool Guy's gonna find one. Try to use that tailwind to get away. Don't go very far, but they're still gonna not get shot.
Are they gonna use the knives? Are you gonna use the knives?
I bet you they save them for next round.
Probably, but I would love to see the knives.
I would like to see the knives as well. That'd be kind of fun.
Just do it. Just do it. Just flex on them.
Peer pressure is bad. Don't peer pressure them.
It's not like they can fully hear everything I'm saying. Only a little bit here and there. Come on, Jet, use the knives.
There's a booth throwing that Leer into sight. See if they can find any information left. Has been a 3v3 for a long time. Spicy's gonna get found there. It looks like, no, they got away. Now they do get found by a booth, and it's down to that 3v1.
Just Killjoy standing. They do not have the spike yet. They take out El Booth, but
and the dances.
The spike is right in front of them. However, Cool Guy is there. I do believe Sova also is. Yep, Sova's got. Yep. There we go. Defenders win out that round. Not even worth trying to grab. Just stay alive. Don't lose your don't lose your gun.
Yeah, you saw Zed just see if they can find one quick exit elim there at the end of the round. No such luck, and you're into this next round 5 at 3-1. With no knives being popped either. That's
pop them this round.
I would not be disappointed. Hey, drop the gun that you have from last round for your teammate, and then just get super aggro with the knives here. Easy, duh.
Yeah, big brain.
From the guy that can't run a duelist. I'm giving duelist advice. Maybe that's not the best decision.
Fair enough.
Maybe you should not listen to me, actually, is what should happen. Do the opposite of my advice.
So that means hang on to your gun, don't buy anybody else a gun if they're asking for it, and don't pop your knives.
Yes. Selfish Valorant. There you go.
You want to fight?
A lot of investment over here at this B site, and there's the astral wall going to go up as well, so everything's kind of getting thrown at this site.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a lot of util, not going to lie.
And so early in the round, too. That astral wall stopping the shots going through it, obviously, so allows for maybe a little bit of a flank here, get some information, and there's the Viper ult as well. Oh my gosh.
All right, just dump everything. We see how it is.
So maybe knives for the memes now?
I don't think Cool Guy is gonna pop the knives. They don't need them. They already took out Maroon. Dotbot's already starting the defuse. Oh my gosh, El Boof is popping off. Cool Guy also picked up Rengoku. Goes starting that defuse. Let's see if they're gonna spread out the love. They will. I think, yes, no, they're not gonna spread the love. Fair enough. Okay, they are allowing Yumi to do it. I believe that'll help Yumi also get their ult for the start of the next round.
Yumi's like, yo, could you let me on that, or?
There's 2 halves to that hole. Can I take one?
I has half?
Dang, Cool Guy and El Boof just popped off that last push.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Cool Guy, I would, El Boof just kind of with that double jiggle, just like find one, overheal, chow again, find another one, and they almost found the third, and then Cool Guy took it from them to get their third. So it was like those two were kind of just doing their thing, and now the operator's coming out from Cool Guy.
Oh, dang it. That means Cool Guy's probably not going to pop knives this round.
But it's like, that's one of those things where it's like if you have knives and you get into a tight fight, you can kind of throw out those knives. See if Cool Guy can find a pick, though, early on.
Please, Cool Guy, for me, pop the knives. I want to see the knives.
Ghosty just kind of sitting back, and this is kind of an interesting like half-buy round for some of these teams, I think. There's the shock dart. I think it got a little bit of information from Ghosty, just kind of slowing people down. The paranoia is going to help as well. Zed with the opening pick, though. That's how we're going to get this round started, with that first pick.
Elboof was a fragger, so taking them out definitely will help your odds of winning this one. Killjoy for the side of Surge White right now is hurting a bit. I don't know if Sage has their heal ready or not for them. We'll have to wait and see. Viper is also a little bit hurt. That's a little bit of a sticky situation to have multiple members in that situation, but Yumi taking out Zed. Nicely done, Yumi Cakes.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was one of those ones where you're watching it and your teammate peeks and you're like, yep, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Don't peek, someone peeks. Why did you peek?
And it looks like there's a little bit of a flank coming through here from the side of Maroon, just kind of getting in behind. It's going to be interesting to see if Surge can find a way to take care of business here. You might find one kill, and then you might see Maroon maybe throw Empress down if they find one early, but it looks like Cool Guy's going to have a chance.
Cool Guy. Rengoku is very good with their crosshair placement. Maroon also took out Yumi Cake. Rengoku is now going to have enough time, more than enough time to get that plant off, but it is now Sova versus Sage. Who will win?
And the thing is, Ghosty knows exactly where Rengoku's going to be. They can only be in one place because of that wall. Ghosty, just the good read, just the good read. It was the only read, but it was a good read.
Ghosty, going to grab the op. Fair enough. I see you. I understand.
Yeah, the team. That's when you get halfway through your defuse and they're like, hey, you gotta get the op. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, no, they should have enough time. Yes, they got over half. They're good. They're good. Ghosty, you had me worried there for a moment.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Why is he just getting off? Is this for the memes? But it was for the op. That was a good play.
That is understandable. They may give it over to Cool Guy, but I'm hoping that Cool Guy, use the knives, please. Please.
Everyone likes good knives play. It's just like everyone likes good Raze play. Everyone likes good knives play. It's just how it is.
Let me see the knife kills. We've got 4 holds online for the Surge right now. 3 for Firestorm, Knives, Empress, Hunter's Fury, Venom Cloud, another Hunter's Fury. The Res and the Killjoy, however, may be what Surge needs to find the win for this round.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these teams decide to use everything here. You saw there's the Lear coming out so they could get a 5-push kitchen. Okay. What an interesting strategy coming out from the side of Surge. This is not one that we see very often. A 5-push kitchen. There's the Hunter's Fury from the side of Firestorms because they know everybody's up there.
All right. So I feel like that was a trap. But ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary human beings alike, that is why you wall kitchen. You wall tunnel so you don't allow that push. But I guess when you have a Sova who's got Hunter's Fury, it's no big deal.
And so now there's the res coming through. The Empress is going to come out from the side of Surge as well. Everything's getting invested in this round. What is going on?
Cool Guy found Maroon with that whole Elboof getting a double, both Rengoku and Be Spicy. Cool Guy finding Yusuke. Y'all are just popping up now.
What in the world did we just witness? That was crazy. But take this as a lesson. Do not 5-push kitchen when Hunter's Fury is online.
Yeah. Just track that.
It's in our keys to the game for a reason.
Track it.
That was crazy. I've never seen a double with a Hunter's Fury like that before.
It was beautiful.
It was art. Put it in the Louvre. It was art. Truly.
I mean, go ahead and 5-push kitchen. Just make sure that or Hellfire are not online. Those are the 2 things you just.
But hey, could you imagine if they would have 5-push kitchen and Cool Guy was there with the knives? Because then we could have seen
Cool Guy, you could have popped off. Now I'm upset.
And now the Empress is coming in from Firestorms as well, and the ops out for Cool Guy, and there's a little bit of a jiggle peek here. He might find at least one.
Still no knives. Cool Guy, I'm gonna be upset. All right, I see you popping.
Cool Guy's like, I'm getting kills here. What do you want from me?
I know, they're like, Artie, I'm doing everything I can.
The flank. Oh, with the 3.
The triple, are you gonna get the 4th? Get the 4th, yes! Huge, and guess what? Still no knives.
And no knives. No knives. That was so swaggy to pick up the other gun, though. This was crazy. I love this. Boof just kind of came around, found 3 with this Phantom.
I cannot believe that worked. Holy cow. And then just, low on ammo, swapping guns.
Who needs a reload? Who needs a reload? What a play.
When there's bodies with guns right by them.
Wow, this is impressive from the side of Cool Guy and El Boof. Both popping off right now.
Yes, Yumi, wallet. Thank you, Yumi. Much appreciate. No easy push-through kitchen for everyone. Unless, you know, you put Cool Guy up there with the knives. Just saying.
Yeah, that was...
well, they're going to give it away. Everyone's going to know you're going up here. Yumi is the only one standing, however, by that tunnel.
Okay, why is Surge just keep trying to force this 5 push? It doesn't work. It's like, it's locked down.
You know, there's this, the definition of insanity, I feel like still applies to everything gamers do. So like, we're already insane playing the same game every day of our lives, basically. So can we really blame anybody if we're trying to make the same push over and over again?
That's
no.
true. That's true. And as we say that, it looks like Surge has actually got the operator advantage here. They've got 1 agent of more, and that's Sage. And they are weak, but you would imagine Sage waiting to get that heal online here. There's the Killjoy going to get popped from Surge as well, and it looks like there is a...
Yumi got the red on Ghost!
This is going to be nuts. It's going to be a crazy finish. Lots of pushes. There's the Killjoy as well.
Come on, Cool Guy. Do it. Do the thing.
Yes!
Finally!
Knives are out. Cool Guy's going to fly into the site. Let's see if there's some crazy plays.
Zed's gonna pick up El Boof. We've got a 3-3 happening. Zed also picked up Ghostly, however, oh no, the knives have already been killed. Dang it. Okay, Cool Guy, getting half that defuse. That's good, that's good. Oh my gosh, are you gonna get, no. Oh, dang it, Zed knew. They knew.
Zed with a huge 4 though in that round. What a play from them to kind of take everything out and slow down the craziness that was a huge investment over here on this B site. Zed did the work that they needed to, and they got the op out of the hands of Cool Guy, which is huge.
I gotta visit the Astral to play some style.
Dang it, I honestly, like, that was so close, but I feel like once you hit that halfway mark and you were the last man standing, you just kind of need to camp out a tiny bit and wait and see if anyone walked in front of you.
But I respect it. Just saying, like, screw it. We're just gonna go for the whole thing. We're gonna go for the whole thing. No one expects it. I love it.
Astra is the only one with their ult online. We may see it get popped here. I anticipate it getting popped to allow the plan to happen easier. Zed will take out Ghostly. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Jet, Cool Guy Fire hurting real bad right now.
There's the slow orbs coming through.
Barely getting out of the slow orb.
Yeah, that was almost crazy. El Boof's kind of getting hurt by this swarm grenade here. That's almost really bad. Down to 44 health. They've got this Lear ready to go. Surge is ready to get this spike down. They've got a 4v4 agent, you know, kind of not necessarily advantage, but they've got the health advantage here as well. I would imagine Surge is looking to try and find a way to get this wrapped over to B. And there's Maroon finding Dotbot. Big elim there.
Bot, rest in peace.
Killjoy looking to get that orb going. This is a full wrap over towards B here. Is Surge.
Cool Guy got that up back, took out Rengoku with it.
And there's the astral wall. Oh! Good shot from Cool Guy onto Zed.
Now it's just Reyna and Astra standing. That wall is still up, though. It's going to make things a little difficult. Yumi finds Yusuke. 3v1 Reyna. I am sorry in advance, Maroon. I feel like this is not going to go in your favor.
It's Maroon versus the world. If they could have found that first one, they would have got the overhill off. But Yumi go ahead and pushes in and finds the elim. It's a great game of Valorant. Real nice and close. Everyone doing really crazy stuff. This is our best game of the day.
And what do you know? It's on Icebox.
And look at Cool Guy and El Boof, 13-4, 12-6 respectively. And then on the other side, it almost feels like, yeah, it's like we've been seeing the pop-off plays from the side of Firestorms, but Zed is just doing work. Zed, I'm sorry. I feel like we've been neglecting this crazy game that you're having.
Oh, what a cute spray, Dotbot. Thank you for sharing that with us. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm looking at Surge right now, and if you got that little flash to the screen, you can see that not even everyone bought armor. That is a bold move, is the only way I can put it, because that basically says if someone gets a headshot on you, you're done for. Yumi Cake found Zed, they're gone. But yeah, to avoid that one-shot, one-kill type of opportunity, you need to have at least light shields on. And some people just decided, you know what? Full save and didn't even bother to get shields. That is a gutsy move.
Yeah, I love it though. Getting yourselves ready for the next round, hoping that you're going to be able to just go out and throw a ton of credits at one thing down. This is going to be a nice little wrap back towards A, and they have everyone locked in towards B.
Do you see Alboof though? Do you see this play from Alboof?
No.
This could be huge. Oh, and it's already begun. Oh my gosh, Alboof! No way! No way! That was huge!
5-head play.
Just stay in spawn. I'm just gonna chill out in the spawn. Oh, that was dirty, dude.
Love it. Love it from Alboof there. Great play. The trigger discipline to not shoot until you knew that they were going to be able to get at least 2 elims, and you got the call-outs to your team.
That was massive. That is some, like, 5-head Jimmy Neutron level play right there.
But if I'm Alboof, I'm going to Cool Guy's house.
They want to
and,
die.
Like,
Let them.
I'm mad because you stole my ace.
Oh, okay, but teamwork makes the dream work.
That's true, but if you're on a 4 and you're like, I want the ace.
Give me the ace! I get yelled at all the time, but then sometimes I'm just like, but they were right in front of me and I had a gun.
Okay. You can't do anything about it.
Am I gonna sacrifice my gun to allow you to get the ace? The answer is no.
And there's Zed again. Zed is having crazy numbers this game, and it just doesn't feel quite like it because they're down 7-4, but Zed is going off. There's their killjoy. Is this the second or third killjoy we've seen from them?
I believe it's their third. Cool Guy. Find a maroon. Dang. Oh, can you get out? Oh, no. Oh, no. Kill Cool Guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're going to be okay. No one's going to come to you fast enough. You'll be good. I have faith.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't usually see those detains, and that was really for no reason as well. Cool Guy now trying to get into sight, see if they can find anything with that operator, but Dotbot's kind of sitting back here as well, just waiting to see what happens, and Cool Guy finds Spicy. Nice.
Zed going for the plant. They're going to be able to get it. Cool Guy, though, getting the knives out, unfortunately.
Couldn't find anything.
No. My heart hurts. See, had you done it 2 rounds ago, it would have worked much better.
That's funny. There's the defuse gonna get pulled off here.
Are you gonna share it? Nope, not gonna share it. I believe Yumi was having used the res might have been beneficial to allow Yumi to get the other half of that that defuse, but that is my own opinion.
Hey, now it looks like that Cool Guy's knives just went online, so it looks like they weren't holding them. They weren't holding anything back.
Fair. Thank you, Cool Guy. I appreciate it. Way to use it right away instead of having me sit here and cry for 4 rounds.
So if you're the side of Surge here, you've got to get kind of going. Firestorms have won 5 or 6 rounds in a row. Surge have got to find a way to get a round back. This is the last before the half. You need a round win right now.
The lineup's coming out for A. This could be a quick push.
I think I lied. I think we actually are half. I think I just completely missed that. My math was off in my head.
We went to grade school.
So, yep, it is pistols. So now if you're Surge, you need to find a way to win this round. You don't want to be dropping rounds in these pistols when Firestorms have been so good in these last couple of rounds.
Lots of quick movement. Alboof finds Zed, unfortunately for Zed. Rest in peace. We do see a couple people rotating around through the toxin wall. Yumi gonna get that plant. Nice. Now Surge only has 3 players standing. However, while Firestorm has all of their agents online, Alboof will find Maroon. Dotbot's now just kind of running.
Yeah, Dotbot can't do a ton right now. They're just kind of waiting to see if anyone's going to push in there. Spicy finding an Elim. I think that's Spicy's first in a while. And Ghosty, though, with a nice find onto Rengoku, and that'll do it for that round. Yeah, Surge. Let's go. Light the fire. You got to get it going.
And what is your words of advice here to Surge, then?
I think if you're Surge, at this point, it's getting to the point where you might feel like you have to start forcing. The econ might make it feel like you have to start forcing. know that you're only 5 back and you are on defense. You don't need to throw down a ton of credits every single round. Play this smart. Don't get in your head where you feel like the world's ending. You've got plenty of time. Just be smart and be calm.
There you go. Those from our keys to the game, revamped by Riley, the one and only. Use them to your advantage, my friends.
And then there's Elboof just finding a kill, though that was big.
Dotbot is both slowed and was vulnerable in that position. The wall goes up to allow the spike to get planted. Elboof finds Kairoju and V-Spicy, so now for Surge, it's just Killjoy who's inside. Yeah, inside the boxcar. It's kind of just a tunnel of doom.
Yeah, that's not a fun spot to be. That has to be so scary when you're sitting there and you are slowed and you're vulnerable and like you're in the open and you can't move like at all. You're like, can I do something, please? I'm just stuck.
The answer is no.
But then they got the plant off, so it's like, shout out to a Sage teammate getting that wall thrown up.
I told you guys, stop using this skin or you're gonna get my mom into video games.
That's too funny.
Okay, Firestorms has their Empress online. That is their only ult right now. I don't believe they're close to a couple others yet. Surge, if you can stop Reyna on this one, as well as Viper, I feel like you can even the playing field enough with the econ there to, you know, bring this back. Yusuke did find Elboof, so there's one of the two I had to take out.
You called it.
Found Yumi Cake, there we go.
You called it.
Get the Viper, and this is like in the bag for the econ reset.
And there's Maroon, there's that Guardian.
Cool guy.
There's that Guardian. Love the Guardian plays. This is what we were waiting to see out of Surge.
Get Dotbot. Go find them. They're revealing themselves right now to you.
That was what we expected out of Surge coming into this map. Was that aggression and just that really good play. That was almost like a switch flip. They were like, yeah, we're tired of not winning rounds. It's time to just go.
We get it. We get the wanting to slow push, not give away any information, you know, stay quiet, get all the info you need, but sometimes just barreling it down at Mach speed to catch the other team off guard works better.
Yeah, and that's what they did. I mean, they just said, yeah, we're going, and we're investing, and I love it. Now it's going to be interesting because they're kind of A invest, and this is going to be a B push from the side of Firestorm.
Yeah, we see the Venom Wall and the Leer both being used.
Ooh, a double flank though coming through mid. This could be huge from the side of Surge if they can find anything.
Empress gets popped. Oh, this will be interesting. Come on, Surge. I have faith in you guys. Let's bring it back.
Yeah, can anyone find anything? That opening pick's gonna be huge, I think, but it's gonna be a 5-player. It's gonna be
Yumi got the first pick. Yusuke got 2. Cool Guy got 1.
Okay.
3-3. It's anybody's game, anybody's round still.
Cool Guy knows they're coming from the back. They've got that ops kind of trained on it, and Ghosty's gonna get that drone up, just kind of getting some info, knowing there's 2 mid.
Someone had to have seen where that came from, right?
You would think.
Cool Guy gonna get the spike planted. Oh, this is going to be difficult. The rotations are now coming out, trying to see if they can pick up anybody, using that updraft, getting some nice positioning. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, no, Maroon!
What a shot from Cool Guy and from Yumi as well. And it's just down now to Viper.
Hydro, I'm sorry.
And it looks like Ghosty's just waiting to see if anyone wants to peek. Got that Sheriff in hand.
I think it's just me, Spicy, standing right now, and my heart hurts for them.
Yeah, Spicy's just gonna run. Good play, good play. This is where everyone probably should just get out.
Oh, ooh. Ghosty!
That's tough.
Nicely done, Spicy. Way to stay alive. Proud of you. And you gotta keep the nice fun gun.
It's true. Love that skin. Shout out to Ghosty, by the way. First, like you said, I think this is the first Rumble that at least we've seen them in They're playing pretty well. This is
I told you, they're on a roster of pop-off players. There's no way they are not going to pop off themselves.
It's true. It's true. And a good Sova is so important to a team. If you're gonna run Sova, like you can't be bad at running Sova. That's really bad. So they're doing really well here, running a very important agent.
All right, so V-Spicy is anticipating the B push here. They've already prepped the Venom wall. We'll have to see if it does come to fruition, though. I think it's an A commit, though.
Could be a wrap, though. It looks like they do have a couple hanging back here from the side of Firestorm, so they're hoping that someone's going to wrap back. There's El Boof trying to get aggressive, and it's not going to work out. They're going to get stunned.
Yikes, that's a lot of things to mess with your vision there.
And they got the spike down, though. Really impressive there from the side of Firestorm to just push in and just get it down.
Dang, all right, Surge. Come on, bring it back. Kaijiro starting the defuse! Oh, dang it. Dotbot found Kaijiro too quickly. Zed also found Dotbot in return, though, so that might open up the opportunity. Never mind, we got Cool Guy taking out Zed. I'm trying to encourage the Surge here to go for that defuse. Yusuke starting it. Will we be able to see it finish? We've got the halfway mark. El Boof, though, finds them. And with that, the attackers went on their own. Just 3 agents remaining.
Yeah, that was a little close there. It looked like Yusuke might have a chance to actually get that off. They got through there in the end, though. The slow peek's never the move when someone's got an op, unfortunately. Cool Guy did a really good job of just taking him out, and that spike almost got defused there. Yusuke got really close here.
I know, it was so sad. Yusuke almost got it.
That would have been crazy.
It's all right. It's all right. Bring it back. 12-5, easy. Still winnable.
And look at El Boof, 26-11, having a huge game there. And I'm sure that Cool Guy's not far behind. Zed's kind of fallen off the pace a little bit at 16-14. It's just been a tough round here for the side of Surge, especially when El Boof and Cool Guy are just doing their thing.
We've got the Venom Cloud, Hunter's Fury, Empress, and Astral Wall all online.
Poison's off.
Kaijiro went for that early wall here on Tunnel. Dotbot is trying to see if they can get a little bit of damage on their feet as they danced around that wall. It did kind of work out a little bit, but not enough as El Boof takes out Maroon. The Surge are hurting on the agent front now with Zed going down right there after. And Kaijiro, oh, that is... The triple for El Boof was beautiful, but Surge, I am so sorry.
Right there.
That was tough. El Boof was just clicking heads there. That was brutal. Now El Boof, you've got a chance for the ace. It's 12-5. Just go. Just fly. Find the ace.
Yeah, do it. Go ham.
Your teammates, I'm sure, are rooting for you to do it at this point, too. No, there's Cool Guy with the quick scope on V-Spicy.
Cool Guy now using those knives right away. Thank you. I like to see that. Oh, Yusuke. Oh.
Yusuke versus World.
You can do it.
That sounds like an anime I would watch.
It does.
Just got the judge, though. This is a tough spot.
Yeah. Maybe you can grab your... Oh, no, the location dart.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all working against you right now, my friend. Just hoping you can find something. The long shots with the judge.
Oh, no, and there's the... Oh, no, the Hunter's Fury. Oh.
Attackers win.
Brutal. There you go. What a round.
All right, with that very climactic finish, the Fire Esports Firestorm are our winners for this round of the Esports Tower Valorant Rumble. Don't forget, we'll be back here next week to see the conclusion of all of this come to an end.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what this semifinal looks like, or what this next semifinal finals look like, because this has been some good Valorant today.
Well, if you want to be seen by some expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, some team general managers, maybe some game producers, then you should join the club. And that club in particular is the Esports Tower Esports Tower, where players get insider access to industry insights with our featured rumbles. Recruiters are taking notice of these events as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. And I might add, if you're just looking to pop off and look cool online, great chance to get some fantastic highlight reel stuff. Just, you know, screen cap it, yoink it from the website.
True. It's true. Clip it on Twitch, and you can throw that out there on your own personal socials. You know, have someone commentating, you just going crazy. That's always kind of fun.
Well, congratulations to the Landslides last week for coming out on top. We do have the Firestorms leading into the finals. They'll be going up against the Landslides this next week. We'll see if they can once again win by a landslide. We'll never know.
Oh.
I had to make the pun, okay?
Oh, come on.
But, okay, all right, I'm sorry. Before we get to our, of course, very exciting ICCU player of the game, we have an interview with our one and only Herv Master, the head Valorant coach for Esports Tower. How are you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
Not gonna lie, I was wishing that we got another 15 to 17 round, but that's okay. My voice will thank you guys later for not putting me through that torture.
That was some pretty good stuff coming out. We've seen some really impressive pop-offs coming out here. What kind of stuff are you guys working with these players on to kind of get them to get from that level where they come in to where they have the ability to just kind of pop off and get an ace, on the main stage like that?
So depending on when they come in, we assess what they are working with at that point in time. And then we help them out with communication, do flash training, also taking sites, retaking sites, and defending sites as well.
So kind of a little bit to build off of that, but not so much centered around your players, more oriented towards you, Herb. How did you end up at Esports Tower? Like, what background did you have that led you to here?
So I don't know if you can tell, but I do have a military background. After I got out of the military, I went to Full Sail University. I was on their CSGO team for 2 seasons, and I was coaching them as well. So it just kind of fit. I was told by one of my teachers, there's this opportunity. Would you like to go and talk with these guys over at Esports Tower? And so I started talking with them, and then we just hit it off.
I love what you guys are building over there. It's so fun to be able to see kind of where these players progress, and now talking to my friends, they've seen these rumbles and stuff. Some of the kids, I coach high school basketball and they all play games and stuff. And so telling them like, oh, hey, have you heard about Esports Tower? And as it's kind of grown over the last couple of years, kind of hearing, them talk about, yeah, I've heard about it. I want to get involved in it now too. And it's really impressive what you guys have built. Like, what is your vision with this? This is the first year of these Valorant Rumbles, right? Like, what's your vision with this going forward?
So I really want to build up these tournaments and give the kids a lot more opportunities, not just to get seen with colleges, but also to get seen by the bigger scene, by the pros, also get some of the kids into the B leagues as well. Because myself, I was in the B leagues for Counter-Strike back in the early 2000s. So there's also opportunities in that as well.
So beyond the possibility of seeing your students progress up into the higher leagues and maybe even go pro, what, like right now in this moment, what is the most rewarding part of being able to coach for Esports Tower?
The best thing is watching them just excel, teaching them different things that I've been learning about the game, and all the other coaches as well, just seeing them have that aha moment. Knowing that they can go from, say, like gold up to plat to diamond and higher as well.
I think we've seen quite a bit of growth out of these players. I mean, we've been doing these, this is what, our 5th Rumble, and we've seen all sorts of improvement from these players. And so I think you guys are doing a really, really good job of it over there. I guess my last question, not even Valorant related, where did you get that cool Oppa behind you? Because that is awesome, and I need to get one for myself.
So my mother actually works for Books A Million, and I was actually watching a streamer, and they had one, and I was like, I need one.
I'm a huge Avatar fan myself. I'm very jealous. I actually have the In Memory of Mako tattoo right here from when the voice actor for Uncle Iroh passed away, and I have a lotus on my thigh from the White Lotus. So I also was wondering that. But Herb, thank you so much for taking the opportunity to talk with us this evening, and I'm sure we'll be able to interview you again in the future, and I'm very excited to see what your students bring to the table next week and in the coming weeks for the Rumble.
Anytime. Thank you for the opportunity.
Have a good one.
All right, so that was the one and only Herv Master from the Esports Tower Rumble. That is their head coach. I'm excited to see what else they will be able to teach their students in the coming future. But within regards centering back towards those students, we have a player of the game. Who do you think it's going to be, Riley?
I mean, we saw some pretty crazy pop-offs. I would say, man, there's like 2 or 3 that it could be. My guess is maybe Probably El Boof. I think it's between El Boof and probably Cool Guy.
Yeah, my vote's kind of going in the same direction, but also Kaijiro Rengoku was doing fantastic as well. But it's going to be it's El Boof. We got joked on a little bit there. The player of the game is the one and only El Boof. The player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. El Boof is the Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game.
Makes
Honestly,
sense.
well deserved. This was just such a huge play. So big brain.
Yeah, that was really impressive. What trigger discipline from El Boof. That's crazy. That's one thing that you can't see most of the time. A lot of players that aren't quite on that level would just start shooting as soon as they see someone. The patience was immaculate.
As we prepare to close out this match, other than trigger discipline and patience, do you have any other big takeaways from this Rumble this evening, Riley?
This team right here is going to be really hard to stop, and I think that from what we've seen from the last couple of Rumbles, Landslides, really good. This team right here is the best team I've seen to be able to take them down. If Landslides get their way into the final, it's going to be an insane final, but I think this other semifinal is going to be really close too. This is setting up to be, I think, our best Rumble, in my opinion.
Well, as a reminder, we'll be hosting the Valorant Rumble next week on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Boise State Twitch channel. After the action tonight, be sure to not miss out on what is to come. And as we leave you for the remainder of the evening to prepare you for next week, we'll be closing out with the top 5 plays of this Rumble, presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs, offering a 20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Rengoku is now going to have more than enough time to get that plant off, but it is now Sova versus Sage. Who will win?
And the thing is, Ghosty knows exactly where Rengoku's going to be. He can only be in one place because of that wall. Ghosty, just the good read. Just the good read. It was the only read, but it was a good read.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Phobix is going to take you out. That was just unfortunate, my friend.
And that's the difference there with Brim's Molly. You know, it's more like a ball. It's almost like a fire grenade. It's good shots from Zizzo. Oh my goodness! Wait, good shots all around.
Scratch and Sniff dominating as well. Contra will return the favor. Sage, as I was about to mention, could possibly get a hail off. Gets taken out by Phobix on that Brimstone. So now the Flames only have 3 standing agents right now. This is going to be rather difficult for them to hang on to, but they can, as we see Cozy take out Scratch and Sniff. And as I say, they might be able to hang on to it. Set. All right, I see you popping.
Cool guys, like I'm getting kills here. What do you want from me?
I know, they're like, Artie, I'm doing everything I can.
The flank.
Oh,
with the 3.
The triple, are you gonna get the 4th? Get the 4th, yes! Huge, and guess what? Still no knives.
And picked. They're gonna have a chance to do it as well.
The Recon Dart is inside Hell. So Pog is going to be able to stay alive. Now take out Cozy. Cozy, yes, we like you. You're a great player, but you got to root for the underdogs. In this case, it's Pog. Yes, Pog,
There's the ace.
Beautiful.
Well.